Welcome to another episode of Ruff Talk VR, a weekly podcast with in-depth game reviews, exclusive developer interviews, and the latest MetaQuest and virtual reality news. We join our hosts, the father-son team of D. Scruffles and Stratus today, as they spend another episode breaking down and discussing the world of virtual reality.
Hey, welcome to this episode of Ruff Talk VR. Coming at you with another edition of VR news. And, is this really a news episode, or are we just going to talk about Forefront for an hour and a half? Because I'll be honest with you, I am hooked on Forefront right now.
I was hooked on concept, even more hooked when I saw the studio behind it, which gave me ultra faith. And I mean, dude, it's beyond good. And it's not even close to its full estate. This is just a little test, a little appetizer. It's Battlefield, bro. Hands down, it is a Battlefield clone.
Vehicles, everything.
Dude, I got to fly the helicopter, which, there's a learning curve. It's joystick control, but still not what I'm accustomed to. But I'm loving it. I'm just being reckless. I'm not, the bigger picture, we'll have squads and we'll go in there and play for real. But right now, I'm just freaking being absolutely reckless.
Dude, I remember the first time you went in, because you got in before me, which we should say this is available for free in open alpha. Like, they're just letting people in. If you go on their Discord for it, they have step-by-step instructions. You connect your Meta account, you connect your Discord account, and then they supply you the access link. I think that's so that they can verify you're not just sending it out to random people and stuff. They at least want to get the Discord count and stuff.
I actually thought for early, because I've seen it the other way where they just, click the link. Access. It's basically the same thing, but just a process.
Just some added steps of verification, probably for good reason. With a game this big. So they're just letting people in. I think it's funny because it's so similar to Battlefield with gameplay and loop and everything like that. And that's exactly what Battlefield did with their beta. Didn't they just let everyone in the other week?
I jumped in I think it was this weekend too. 2 weekends was going to be there. And so I jumped into theirs on weekend 1. And then since they've deleted it, I just wanted to see it. I just wanted to see it run. I've seen some people crap on it.
I don't think there's anything to crap on right now for open alpha.
I've seen people crap on Battlefield 6 after playing Forefront. And I'm like, that's weird because it's not out.
It's not really a fair comparison.
But I had a blast in my moment in 6. But again, that was just to get a taste. And just like this, it's like, did I have some bugs in this? Yeah, some minor shit. I got kicked out a few times.
I haven't really had any crashes. You definitely have.
But, can I see areas where I know they're going to improve? Yeah, 1,000,000%. I have nothing bad to say. It's like, I'm here for the ride and grateful that we got to play it amongst with probably the hundreds of other. Dude, I jumped into an empty server my first minute.
Doesn't stay empty for long.
To just try to, and then I saw somebody. I was in my helicopter, so I shot at him, and I was like, oh, dude's waving his hands at me. So I was like, I get it. I landed. I talked to him. Cool kid. He's like, yo, I've been here 30 seconds. And I'm like, well, that's some shit. 30 seconds, you're running down the street, and some dude in a helicopter. And I've only been in there a minute. And I jumped on an ATV, and then I hear Samson.
From Let's Talk Oculus.
Didn't even know he jumped in. I just hear, Stratus. I'm like, that sounds like Samson. I'm like, why does he sound so clear? And I look behind me, and he's on the back of my ATV. He's like, I'm going to record this. He's like, where are you going? I'm like, I have no clue. I've been in here a minute. Dude, how fun is it? Just hitting the jumps, or you're killing it in a tank.
Well, the first time we went and played, we did what you suggested, which was find a small server without many people.
For a minute.
It will fill up fast, but at least that way you can practice. It's different once you actually know how to play. Maybe then you go full server hunting, but your first time in, it's good to practice without 32 other people in there.
Oh, it's bad. You got the Humvee to drive, the tank to drive,
so
you go ATV and you get to drive, helicopter to drive.
I grabbed, I think, just the little ATV or the Humvee. I forget which one I grabbed my first time I went in, and I just started hitting hills and stuff. I remember I said to you 2 minutes in, I was like, wow, they really don't care about potentials of motion sickness, but that is 100% on you to play like that. You're not really supposed to hit hills.
Oh yeah,
at full speed.
I wouldn't put a newcomer in the helicopter with me. Absolutely not. I'm amazed I don't get sick.
The tank is my favorite though. So
I'm a flight guy, dude.
So
I'm
good,
all about the air.
good vehicle variety, let you have multiple people in the vehicles as well too. Even just hop on the back of somebody on the ATV, you know. And
in typical wink Battlefield form, I mean, you can pick a medic, you can pick an engineer, you can pick assault, each with their own,
pros and cons, weapon loadout, style.
Recon's cool.
Dude,
Sniper rifle, baby.
Right now there's one map, Iceland.
And honestly, I don't even believe that's the whole map. Not by any stretch. No.
It's not going to be the only map, I get the impression.
No. Oh, no, not even close. There's many more Battlefront maps.
I'm sure there will be other game modes too, besides what they're doing now.
It's my understanding the other game modes, there's the obvious of what we see on the screen that says coming soon. I believe this is a portion of the map, because if you really think about it, it's 32 players, 16, but it's squads of, 4? Which they make once you can figure out.
Switch the squads around too.
Real easy peasy.
We had a funny hiccup where our in-game voice chat wasn't working with each other on the same team.
No.
And just like you bumped into Samson, we also bumped into Chadwick.
Yeah, awesome. Chadwick running down the road.
Awesome podcast listener and Discord member, Chadwick. We see him, so run up to him. Hi, Chadwick. And he explained to us, like, hey, do you know you can switch teams, switch squads? And I was like, oh, for whatever reason, we can't hear each other in-game. And he goes, oh, it's because you're not in the same squad. So, yeah, if you're playing with your buddies, make sure you're in the same squad if you're going to use app chat.
It is so... I think we went in, and this is I honestly believe I went in twice before I pulled the trigger on my gun. I looked down the scope, I think the first time, like your little built-in scope, but didn't fire the trigger until like the second time we actually went in. I was like, holy crap, I've just been all about the tank.
The vehicles, well, it's good to test things, right?
Well, yeah, dude, because
I'm not the best at firefights right now.
The little four-wheeler, man, you got to grab the handlebars. Go. You grab the steering wheel on the Hummer.
If you bail out of the helicopter, you get a parachute. You got to grab the parachute and come down.
You can rappel up some stuff. I mean, dude.
It's so polished for being alpha.
What I'm dying for is their biggest maps that are going to come. Because I think there's going to be three different sizes. And the biggies are the ones that's my favorite. Just give me that massive freaking area, which is essentially like, could be thought of like, I would guess 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe 8 to 10 sizes of what we are currently playing on, which would make sense.
So Triangle Factory, makers of Breachers, no surprise that this is as polished as it is.
This is I'll call it, can I call it?
2026 Game of the Year?
I mean, because I sent you a message or we were on.
You don't think it's coming out 2025?
No.
2026 Game of the Year, you're calling it.
If they can hold it out till January 1st, I'll call it. I don't know of a lot of things coming out in 26 that are going to crush this as far as like mass appeal, popularity.
I was saying to you, obviously some people don't like shooters and stuff, but if you like shooters, this is a great addition to the market.
Let's look at their current demographic. What's everyone love that they have? Breachers, right? Do you remember the first time we played Breachers?
You went Counter-Strike.
Dude, it's fucking amazing, right? And then what'd they do? They made it better.
Added more maps, more game modes.
And then what'd they do? They made it freaking better. Holy crap. So if you take that same playbook and see what they're doing with Forefront, it's like, you think they're going to come out in 26 and that's good. We're not going to hear shit until like 27. No, I think there's a solid roadmap of what they're going to do. And it's going to be massive, dude. That's why I'm calling it. I'm like,
dude, they're on for it to only be alpha.
I don't know of anything coming that.
Don't you feel like that they could come out in early access in this state right now?
I do.
They could sell it,
but let's be honest. All right, so
they're going for the AAA polish.
Hitboxes working consistently, not 100%. Right?
It's
little back end shit that
you've had some crashes, like we said.
Yeah. But again, no complaint. This is no complaint. I know what I'm getting into when I see the word alpha. I've played other games that at this stage were worse. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I feel happy that we get to play it because on paper, it was amazing. The trailers they showed were phenomenal.
Only 2 gigabytes.
Dude.
How?
Because it's literally
one map.
It's 10%.
But still,
it's a smidgen.
Sometimes these things before it's like,
how much do you think they're going to charge for this?
Well, here's the problem.
I'll tell you what they should charge.
Well, can I say it real quick? You balance something.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to get the value for the work and the polish you put in, right?
In the future.
But
which I already know they're going to have skins.
Every server's 32 players.
Yeah.
So you really do want to keep full maps as well, too.
Yeah.
So you could say, like, polish wise, I'm not going to say this, but like some people could say, oh, it's $60, but then you're going to only have 10 people per server. So you need to balance that cost that gives you the value of what the game's worth for the developer side, but also can keep the maps full. You could probably say on the quality of it, it's worth more, but 25 to 30.
Okay.
Would be my guess.
$40. $39.99.
I could see that.
Half the price of Battlefield 6.
But I don't know how well you'll be able to fill 32 player servers like effortlessly.
With $40?
Yeah.
I think to every single person that's played it, they're already in it.
Yeah. I mean, that's probably why they're doing the open alpha. This is the best marketing that they could do of look, we got a fun game loop.
Guarantee some are saying I would pay more, and I'm sure some would say I'd probably want to pay. I mean, righteously $29.99, and I think, holy crap. How about $29.99 and you own it, and $39.99 and you get all future DLCs? I'll pay that right now, dude.
Mm-hmm.
It's no joke.
I get your point. I think you could say it's worth even more than 40 in terms of quality.
And
I was just trying to balance keeping the 32 player servers.
I'm only going. What does Breachers go for? 24.
Let's look right now.
Breachers is 24, I think.
Let's look right now.
Well, let's find out in real time. But I'm only saying this because of the studio behind it and their track record of proven.
$29.99 on Steam.
Boom, $30 on Steam, baby.
And I accidentally opened it non-incognito on the MetaQuest.
Of still crushing a 4.5 on the MetaQuest store, though.
It should be 4.9.
We're talking Breachers.
Who's rating it? Breachers?
Dude, it's been out a long time for it to solidly do that. That's
$29.99 on the MetaQuest, but on sale for $20.99.
So, $30,
$9 off.
And Breachers is a great game. I take nothing away from it. I don't think I'm on record of ever saying anything negative about it.
Mm-hmm. One of my favorite shooters. There's a reason it's advertised in Ghosts of Tabor, not advertised but displayed.
Forefront is bigger. Listen, they didn't market Breachers as even being close to a Counter-Strike clone. You just figure out that style of game 5v5. You know, it like makes sense. Army guys, terrorists. Okay, that's about where the buck stops with that. Forefront is legit going to drag that whole nostalgic Battlefield and new Battlefield play.
This is going to be big. This is also going to be big for the VR industry too. Having a drop like this, I feel like we need a major multiplayer game. Like this is going to get so many players back in too.
I can't think of a bigger game in my head right now.
Yeah, they're going to crush it.
And again, proven track record of taking their product that comes out of the gate really freaking good and doubling down and making it better, doubling down and making it better. And I mean, as far as I know, I mean, Breachers is not a dead project. So
I hope the owners of Triangle Factory after Forefront come out never even have to think about the word money again, living nice and cozy in Belgium for the rest of their life and continue to make great VR games. I hope that this game just sets them.
Okay. So they're going to come out with Forefront.
Mm-hmm.
Do you not think there'll be Forefront 2?
Well,
Forefront 3?
They've never done a sequel of a game. They probably go something else. But like, yeah, I continue to think that I think that we're going to continue to see no matter what it is.
Forefront
great stuff
when this comes out.
Triangle Factory.
Forefront becomes its own IP. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. So that's where my money is for right now.
Mm-hmm.
Unless somebody wants to slide me some knowledge that we don't know about.
But you know what? Huge props to Triangle Factory. Whenever it comes out, this is going to be massive for them, for the players, and for the whole VR industry. Just unbelievable work.
If they bundled it.
It is so good with where it's at now in alpha, and they already have me hooked. And then, dude, what a week it was last week too, because August in the summer is supposed to be the slow season. We got access to Forefront.
It always depends on who you ask.
Keeping me, dude, all day I'm thinking about it.
There are people who
we have to do installation after this.
Yeah.
I'm like, when can we finish so we can do it forefront. Like, I am hooked. I'm thinking about it. Like, unbelievable. And then beyond that, last week also saw the drop of Walkabout Mini Golf's newest DLC course, Passport Tokyo. I've loved the way you've described it.
I didn't see shit. I played it.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Now cat's out of the bag. I can say it.
Yeah. I've loved your description.
The only time I ever lie to people is usually regarding Walkabout.
What, with embargoes and stuff? Well, in other
ones,
too.
it's not. It might not be the hot thing people are looking for, but when you know,
especially our community,
they're not dumb at all, dude. They already know.
But I won't
ever break an embargo? No.
What have you said endlessly? It's like they've used every color.
It's like they took that 48 color crayon box that has the freaking sharpener built in and said, all right, I want to make sure we use every one of these colors. And then if you could do it a couple more times by mixing the colors, it just felt that, dude. And it's weird because I know when we were playing, I was like, I know there's visually stunning courses that really pop with their colors.
This one might be the most colorful, diverse course there is.
I don't know if it's
colorfully diverse
with lighting coupled with the color. So I just don't know. It hit me different. Like, I am in a
good soundtrack too. Very good soundtrack.
Yeah.
But the visuals on it, the environments, the cars, the shops, the sushi.
Just eat before you go in. That's all I'm going to say.
It's partnered with Neko Atsumi, so you have the cats everywhere. The cats are freaking awesome.
Should be partnered with every food group known.
Got capybaras
everywhere.
Dude, capybara in a spa. Yeah. Let's go. The course is beautiful. Nothing.
Was it Inferno that posted the capybara photo? You got to see one in person?
Maybe.
I think so. Try one again.
Dude, nothing really crazy with mechanics, meaning like
couple of holes. Something special might happen if you get your ball in the hole. The special
that's the most
hole.
Wild stuff gets with like shoot it up in the air and land it in the slot, but it never really gets like lasers or freezing or like
a couple of airborne. Well, definitely one airborne thing.
Yeah, but it's mostly
actually one of the holes on hard though. First time I've ever had wow, that's too easy.
But I don't mean that disparagingly either, too. Like, I like that there's a diversity of courses. Of some courses bring like crazy mechanics, and the other ones like this are all about the angle that you hit it at. Like, so much of this course is hitting it off the wall because there's a lot of the holes. There's like almost like boxed walls. I'm trying to think of how to describe it without the visual of it, but like there's a lot of walls to get around to get to the hole. So you really have to ricochet and stuff. You don't have to worry about your ball getting destroyed or really going out of bounds. But it's physics on steroids on this one.
Yeah, dude, I mean, I don't care what Walkabout put out a green carpet with a hole at the end of it. Be like, good luck to you. I'd be like, yeah, man, I'm playing it. So I'm biased to the gills.
I also didn't know that the Passport series was going to be a series. So now you go, because this is the way my brain goes to Walkabout. What are they going to do next? Yeah, where in the world is Walkabout Mini Golf going next?
Where in the world is Walkabout going next?
So we did post videos on YouTube.
San Diego lawsuits.
We did pull out. We did post videos of the easy mode and the hard mode on YouTube last week. I'm gonna say I think I say it a lot when we're playing the hard mode. I was really stumbling on that one there.
Like humna. I liked the balance. I'm like, wow, they really like again balance with this one with the colors, the sounds. The difficulty to me had a really nice fair level balance.
Even the hard mode,
that's hard. Where I'm going at. Yeah, it's not like super hard.
It's achievable. You got, I think, the best we've done.
And I get it because you're on vacation. You know, you traveled there. You're going to Tokyo.
You got +1 on the hard mode.
Yeah, and I'm pretty.
You're going to get under. I know we can.
Yeah, I think I got 7 under on easy. The first real go around. But we got the balls. We got the putter.
Not at all the hardest.
No, there's
Fox Hunt. The Fox Hunt's really easy, actually.
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
No, that was pretty easy. It's not that bad either.
Only because like
they tell you pretty much where to go.
Well, not even if they didn't give you clues, just because of the visual of what you have to collect is so highlighted.
Big. Yeah,
it's like you could just. There was one we found just by we're like, oh, there it is.
Yeah,
which I'm not. Again, no criticism because I want the putter. And I don't need to like.
Some Fox Hunts are going to be harder than others. It was still and there's something that happens with the clues that you find.
Still one ball. I don't know where it is.
I think there's 2. I think it's holes 2 and 3. Off the top of my head.
Crazy.
But the fox hunt, despite being
I could cheat.
easy,
Try not to.
There's something visually cool that happens with each clue you find as well too.
Yeah.
That, justifies the difficulty for sure. And the ending putter is very good too. So
yeah, I thought it was going to be a chopstick with a sushi roll. That was my guess. I think I sent it to you in a message where we talked about it. I'm like, dude, I'd go with chopstick and sushi roll. I think that'd be hysterical. But it is not.
As you can tell, we have a lot of fun speculating on Walkabout mini golf.
When this one dropped, like their little teaser, where are we going? Holy moly. I'd love to see their numbers of their engagement because I know everything lit up. Every platform I know of was talking, like Facebook groups were talking about it. Our Discord was talking about it.
We were wrong. I guessed Germany, you guessed New York City.
There was a couple of people who nailed it. They were awesome because they posted their original, and they should feel proud of themselves. That was a good guess for however they deductive reasoned the one train photo to being Tokyo. I give props.
Yeah. Dude, good course. As always, I say it every time. Hole in one from Walkabout Mini Golf. But yeah, where are they going with Passport?
Where are they going
Series
with the
next?
Where's
and
the
yeah,
next
what
one?
is the next?
Because
Because
the next one's coming quick. I feel it. I feel it.
They never do 2 of the same series in a row.
No. Could you imagine? No, they won't. But could you imagine?
Yeah.
Are they going to shadow drop us one?
Dude, I don't know what's coming. It could be a new series.
I want to see the list. What do I got to sign?
I don't know what's coming. It could be a whole new series. It could be anything.
You know what'd be sad?
Could be an IP. Who knows?
So imagine if they did send like, hey man, self-destruct in 10 seconds, but here's our next 10 courses. And then you're all excited and you read it. And then you get that really lonely, empty feeling after.
That now you're not going to be, now you know the next 10?
It's like, oh no. It's like it's not hitting like I thought. Like I'm grateful to know, but now I'm sad I know. It's possible.
There's a time for the old school Walkabout fans, they accidentally, when a course dropped or an update, I don't remember which of the two, this was maybe like 2 years ago, they accidentally for about 15 minutes or so, 10 minutes, pushed out a build that had in progress versions of the next like 6 or 7 courses. So there was a period, it might have been around the time of Temple of Zazura.
Someone got a glimpse.
A lot of people did. People in our Discord did. People in their Reddit community. So for a while, the roadmap of Walkabout mini golf courses, of course, other ones did pop in there too. But so now there was and it does kind of take away the appeal. I remember when people were like, "This is the last course that we know about from the roadmap," and I feel like it brought back more excitement. So I agree with you. You're better off not knowing.
Sometimes it's like never meet your heroes type of shit.
Absolutely, I agree with
that. But I am willing to take that emotional chance with myself. I'm older. I'm pretty balanced. I can handle the ups and downs. But I would go into it knowing damn well that before I read that list, there's going to be a moment of emptiness. Yeah, dude, 100%. Just like even if someone can't, even if Rockstar called you and was like, dude, I'm going to tell you some news. You'd be so excited, but then you'd be empty based on what it's like, but I'll take the risk. I'll take one for the team. I give them credit as a company because they all know. It's no secret in there internally. No leaks other than the deliberate one they dropped in the community.
That was accidental.
Calling it accidental. But was it? Was it, or was it just a deliberate?
I know. I think that was accidental. They didn't seem too excited.
But yeah, nobody's like.
Yeah, no, but good stuff. Another hole in one from Walkabout Mini Golf, Passport Tokyo, worth every penny of the $3.99.
Wonder what group from the team went there for the research.
Hopefully, all of that was a good That's a good R&D project.
Hey, anytime you need pictures, or something, I got you.
So I'm adding to the week of loaded stuff from this past week because we got a lot to go through today. Ghosts of Tabor dropped another banger trailer, maybe their best one yet. Like, dude, their media team crushes it with their trailers. The soundtrack of this one, I'll play the visual of it behind us, but you have to go watch it yourself because the soundtrack to go with it.
Once I saw it, I instantly posted it.
I was like, God damn, this is a good one.
I almost feel they do their trailers too good.
Well, they're always raising the bar. This one feels like it took it to a new bar. And it looks like this one was teasing a boss That's what I saw a lot of people responding to with it. So it look, and if this is
Mamba.
the video is a sniper. So if this is a boss that's just sniping you around the map, that things just got very interesting. But that also means you can kill him and get that too, right? So
there's so much new shit in there right now.
You want to go for him?
Well, no,
if he's on island,
it's not just him. There's other things that you can go collect.
I know.
Man. It's like
the game's expanded so much, even just in your base maintenance.
It moves so fast.
Yeah,
like literally, if we take 2 weeks off from playing, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like guaranteed you're going in. It's like, oh fuck, now I got to learn this shit. Which is, just a testament to their pace. It should be mentioned too. Their media team is not part of their development team, so it's never a takeaway from the game.
Oh yeah, they have a dedicated media team. Is what you mean? Like they don't have their developers going in and making videos. They have a media team.
Yes, it's very. We've been there. We've seen it with our own eyes. It is very.
They get their own little media office.
Dude.
Like it's legit. They have a very legit media setup.
It is a media playground. But their videos are too good. Like so good, they should maybe start their own little media production. Because I'm looking at so many games that I'm like, wow, I wonder how Combat Waffle would do a video for this game, which might not necessarily be you talk about struggle, might not necessarily be one from their wheelhouse. I think they could make anything look freaking amazing. They tell a story. Like, did you feel when that shit ended and they show that guy standing there all decked out in his gear and that sniper rifle, no words are being said, right? Look at that fucking goosebumps.
Well,
dude.
it's to me, it's the opening. To me, it was the opening of the trailer gave that feeling.
Oh no, I love that. I love that dude. Look at my hair.
But how about that? A 30-second trailer, and we have different favorite parts that gave us the same feeling.
The word badass and you are fucked is written all over that dude.
So huge props to them. That was an awesome update. That was great. Huge props there. And I kind of want to go.
I haven't
after
gone in
homie.
since seeing the trailer.
No,
so
I just saw it on what, Friday?
Yeah.
What was that, Friday?
I was actually at work when I saw it.
Yeah, I had a gym barbecue, jiu-jitsu gym. We had a team barbecue yesterday.
I saw that.
It was very good. Very good. That type of stuff was good. We haven't done something like that in a bit. So we used to do an end of the year Christmas party every year, and we haven't done it since things reopened from COVID. And
that's a big party, dude.
Yeah, it's that
a
type
shirt and tie. That's when you see all the dudes with
we haven't done it in 5 years
with the nice ties.
The last one we did was 2019. We haven't done it since 2019. How crazy is that? That was our thing.
You know what? I legit, not to go off base, but just for a minute. But what I really appreciate about, I'll say it all comes from the owner, right? Is nothing's ever appeared like a money grab. Everything. It's like if you were to dissect the money for like the Christmas party, but knowing where it's hosted and the food that's being served, it's like, dude, literally every penny goes to these events.
And the barbecue was just free.
Yeah. I was going to mention that.
If you if you weren't working, I would have told you to go, but I know you're at the museum.
Yeah. I get, there's no, when everyone's always like, happy weekend, everybody. I'm like, it's Saturday.
Grass is greener though. You get Sunday, Monday, Wednesday.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear a peep. My dog, Big G over there, Big B. But Ghosts of Tabor's Mamba.
Oh, check out
trailer
the
teaser.
Dude.
Yeah, it's worth a watching. I want to go hunting for this boss.
I had to rewatch the Silent North trailer after watching that trailer.
Yeah, their media team is solid. And so is the development team. I know we just talked about the media team a lot, but as evidenced by, we talked about how much improvements.
Do you know how good their trailers have become, that they could do a series of like shows, like a legit show?
Yeah.
Not that I'm.
And exactly what you said too.
Proper D's probably like, oh, you.
And on the development team, like you said, how fast does the development side go? Like,
too fast.
I do appreciate one last thing, and then we'll move on because we got a lot to go through today. And we talked about last week, we have one more wall of installation to finish, which really won't be that much.
I did a little during the week.
Yeah,
I snuck over.
I appreciate that. So we do got to go quick because we got more installation to do. We still want to hit this YouTube live.
Caliente.
But I appreciate that right now you can play to whatever extent you want to. And what I mean by that is, like, right now with our availability, we're not fully growing plants in our base and, going to the umpteenth level on stuff. But you can if you want. If that's how you want to play, you can. But we're not hurt as players because we don't.
For it. No.
It's just like if you want that extra layer of depth, if you have the capacity to just go in, gear up, maybe run to the shop if you need to. But, go in, grab your gear, and go for a run. The game function, like, it's not like, oh no, you didn't grow your plants, so now you don't have that. Like, that's all bonus. If you want to just play game loop, which is what we have availability for at this time, totally doable. So I have a lot of appreciation that the depth isn't 100% required. Also, on the list of news from this past week, from the developers of Green Hell VR and Kuvo, they announced their next game. It's called Tracked. Shoot to Survive. It's going to be a VR action survival game set in the Canadian wilderness coming fall of 2025. It looked freaking good. Developed by Incuvo, published by People Can Fly. There were some reports earlier this year that People Can Fly was getting out of VR, but there was some clarification on that. Incuvo's owned by People Can Fly. People Can Fly said that they would still do one more technical project. This is probably it. But even despite that, Incuvo separately, even beyond this last one, will continue with VR. But I'm excited for this one coming out later this year. That's a pretty quick turnaround. Action survival game. It looks tight. I'm excited. Love the developers too. If Green Hell is any indication, does like whatever polished fun state this drops in, it's going to get 10 times better over the next year or two after too. They did such a good job with post-launch support on Green Hell.
Yeah, nothing to say on that one. I trust the studio. I think they're just taking their current mechanics, reskinning some shit.
You hear action survival, you go, oh,
so it's in their
Canadian
wheelhouse.
Green Hell.
But from the trailer, I'm pretty stoked.
And then, real quick, before we take our Patreon break, I do have to remind people, I don't have to, but I feel like I should, before the Patreon stuff, all that, we do have a promo code on the MetaQuest store these days. You can save money and support the show by using promo code Ruff Talk VR, RUFFTALK VR, all one word, and you save 10% on any app, game, or hardware on the MetaQuest store, and we get a little kickback. You support the show. It's kind of like an affiliate link, but you don't need to click the link. You can just enter the code at discount. That's a lot easier. So you save, you support the show. If you're going to buy the app anyway, why not save a buck and help support, right? And then we have two big events we have upcoming through the end of 2025. You'll be hearing us push a lot through these next couple months. The first one, I'll always start with the more familiar one at the end of the year. December 13th, we're going to be doing a Ruff Talk VR Winter Showcase. We're still going to do our yearly one next year in the spring, probably about the same time we did last year. But we wanted to do a winter one. There's a lot of great stuff coming out. Surprisingly busy summer. I think it's going to be an even busier winter. And we know the state of the market right now with the visibility a lot of these games are getting. So any way we can do our part, we're always glad to. And I think a showcase is definitely ripe for December.
Perfect timing.
And then to help with our studio move project, as I joked the other week, we're getting evicted. We're getting out of our room that we're in currently that we do the podcast in. Straight eviction. And we're getting booted to my garage. But before we do that, unless we want all of our podcast equipment to get destroyed with terrible weather, we have a lot of renovation in there to do. We've been doing insulation the last couple weeks. Then we have some ceiling work to do with more insulation and then laying out the ceiling there. And then we also have the walls to do as well, too, with the sheetrock. And then HVAC, a whole bunch of work to do. So to help with that, to make it a little bit easier on us, we figured to go old school. We do a little Ruffathon event, kind of like the old telethon events where, you'd call in and donate and the people on the screen would stay on the whole time and in a lot of ways do ridiculous stuff. I know Stewie, our listener who comments a lot on our YouTube, he had a bunch of great suggestions last week. So we were thinking of taking a little bit of that concept and, kind of rough talkifying it, making it for VR. So we're going to be doing on-screen, streaming like this, live style, talking with the community. So doing a whole bunch of gameplay streaming, developer interviews, thinking of hanging out and engaging with the community, doing some on-screen time like that. And the goal is to never really leave the screen. So there should always be one of us on the screen the whole time. So
Might be someone snoring.
Yeah, we have a lot more details, a lot more fun. We talked about that the last couple of weeks. We'll talk about it a lot more the next couple of weeks.
They put the poll up in Discord.
For length, and I didn't like the results too much, you savages. Everyone was saying 24 hours.
I was shocked when I saw 36 as an option.
Yeah, you people are savages. Whoa. What are you doing to us? But if that's what the people want, that's what the people get.
24 was the winner too, was it not?
Yeah. And really, like I said, we'll be saying a lot more details about it over the next few weeks as we lead into it over the next few months. But I want to hear ideas. What do you want to see that would make this a worthwhile show? Obviously, I understand people don't need to donate or anything. People's budgets are tight in a lot of cases. Only do what you can, and you have
you don't
extra for if you want to. Yeah, the podcast is now paid only. So only do what you actually is reasonable to you, and absolutely no pressure. We just appreciate that people even support and listen to the show.
Regardless.
Yeah, it's going to be fun no matter what. But my point being, I want to hear what people want to see. What would make this a worthwhile Ruffathon event to you? Is that loaded up with developer interviews? You want to see VR gameplay streaming? You want to see roundtables? You want to see community sessions? You want to see gaming with the community? What do you want to see? You want to see us talk about water for 24 hours?
No.
I'm curious.
I don't think that's going to be
the people's thoughts. So let us know in the comments on YouTube. Let us know in our Discord. Let us know on the comments on Spotify. There's comments there. You can drop some feedback there. Let us know your thoughts on this upcoming Ruffathon event and what you would like to see out of it on November 1st. That's when we're planning on doing it. Again, current length of time, not locked in. Definitely more than a work day, but the community vote has me a wee bit concerned right now. You all want some savage stuff, to say the least. And then, before we get through the news, we do have, as always, a huge thank you to say to our Patreon listeners, our supporters that help keep the lights on through the Ruff Talk event and stuff, the Ruffathon event. Besides that, the Patreon supporters are definitely keeping these nice yellow lighting on for sure and the laptops on. Huge thank you, as always, to Asim, Amelia, Carson, Aspire Mike, Jake, Crispy, Shoes, Tom, much love to Tom, also to Chris. Thank you all for your continued support week after week, month after month, and like I always say, thank you to everyone that listens to the show. Thank you to everyone that hangs out in our Discord and makes our community as great as it is. And one last plug on that, if you're not yet, you can check out our Discord, our official podcast community, and what a great non-toxic place it is. Huge thank you to our mods for maintaining that. But, we have great VR discussion, game meetups, hangouts, you name it, we probably talk about it, including Formula One, books, music, food, and VR, and life. Why not? So come hang out with us, come talk about the podcast, come talk about life, and stay tuned for more info on our upcoming events. So to kick off this week's news, a game that I know a lot of people are very excited for, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I didn't see the sub-headline on it before, like when they initially announced it, but it looks like it has an official name tag now, that it's TMNT Empire City, which lets you know it's for sure, as expected, going to be taking place in New York City. The developers, Cortopia Studios, also published by Beyond Frames Entertainment, last week they came out with some pre-alpha footage at the parkour mechanics. I did see the reception to the footage a little mixed. Some people wanted, I guess, a different vision of it, which I totally get as well, too. Of course, as a consumer, I'll read heavily into pre-alpha. And this is also a great time for them to show this footage. If you have feedback, let them hear it. Things can get adjusted in pre-alpha. It's good that they're showing it. This is the time to get community feedback. So it looks like the game is going to be playable solo, or, as hoped, as it should be in any Teenage Mutant Ninja game, playable in 4-player co-op. So me and you are going to raise hell as turtles together. I'm excited for this one. It's going to be huge when it comes out. It's going to be arriving in 2026 on MetaQuest and Steam. You're obviously going to be playing as the classic Ninja Turtles in there. And I'm excited for more of these dev diaries, because it looks like this was dev diary number 2, which there's going to be a series. And I'm excited to see the gameplay footage evolve through the community feedback and as they get closer to launch.
Yeah, the only complaint I really saw was people saying they're showing too much. They want to be more surprised.
I get that feel too.
I don't know.
But I personally love the behind the scenes stuff a lot.
I don't feel like we saw the whole game.
No. And it's pre-alpha.
I mean, what can I say? I mean, it's like damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I didn't think it was too much. I didn't think it was too little. I might see it through different eyes though. But yeah, some people are just like, whoa, too much. Showing me too much. I want to be surprised. I'm like, huh.
Shows you cannot appease everyone.
Not even close. Because I didn't expect that, especially with,
No.
I thought the more people saw, the better.
I'll say I saw this. I'm just as excited as I ever have been.
It didn't take away anything from me.
It's co-op. I get to be I get to be a turtle in VR with you. I am happy.
Is that my jam in life? No. So it's not like I'm invested that much.
One last thing before we go to the next one, I do want to say I do hope that there is a Northampton Mass appearance in there at some point. It's a recurring thing in the show.
Yeah.
You know?
I met their friend back in the day.
Yeah, well, they
worked for comic books signed by them.
Their studio was in Northampton until it closed in 2019.
Yeah.
I think 2020. They were there the whole, like, that was their studio. That's where it's from.
There's actually a lot of famous people to come out of our little area.
Yes, they're little.
Which is weird.
A little hub.
But it exists. I think that's true for every area.
Yeah.
So on the sad notes, and it's weird because the headline, I'll actually read what the headline says because it kind of counters that a little later. But the Exorcist Legion VR Sin is on hold indefinitely. That is actually from our buddy that we know who did Twilight Zone, Mr. Douglas Neighbors.
They have 2 games out now with Jungle Man and Blackgate as well, too. Like 2 more recent games.
So he's not ruling out resuming it in the future, but says that there's too many casual and free-to-play games. So they can't deliver to make money.
We should just record a soundbite of our thoughts on free-to-play games for whenever this comes up. We can just press one button on our mixer and it just goes like our thoughts against free-to-play.
So this was what he actually said, and I can't disagree with it, but he said, this isn't easy to share, but we've decided to put Sin on hold indefinitely. VR is moving rapidly toward casual and free-to-play games, and right now, big premium titles carry too much commercial risk in this climate. They've already poured so much money into this. So I know it's not dead. It just has to be shelved until the market allots for it. I don't necessarily agree that big premium titles, I guess I can't, because no, he's not lying. There is commercial risk.
Well, because you might not get the storefront space you should for that policy.
Yeah, if you're getting pushed out of the way for
a world with two visitors in it,
with 2 people,
or some Gorilla Tag clone.
Yeah,
that's the reality of when you have a shitty storefront, which is the reality of the MetaQuest store right now.
And
Meta Horizon store. Sorry, it's shit right now.
Well, and
the displaying of games is as bad as it could be.
Douglas is a pretty smart dude too.
Really good IP management. He's no fool. Comes from a very prestigious background. It's reading the market.
I don't think Twilight Zone got the push it deserved.
Yeah.
As far as on the back end.
And that was back when things were good.
Yeah.
Imagine now you're going to put out all that money to put out this game.
So what we're seeing now is
people.
We'll mark this as the first real example of something that's been in development for years that's now being shelved. Be until the free to play in your face is, that sucks. That hurts. But anyways,
I am utterly disgusted and disappointed,
but not shocked.
Yeah, I know. I'm just,
you know what I'm saying?
I am utterly disgusted and disappointed with the MetaQuest store situation at this time. I'm sorry. Sorry to be negative Nancy, but it's the reality.
It's the reality, dude. What are you going to do? Anyway.
So, on more positive news, a game that we've had the developers on the show before. I'm very excited for this one. They were actually on our showcase, our first year. We ended the show with them with some raw gameplay. It was a really cool way to end the show. Exoshock. They dropped a new trailer this past week, I believe at the VR Games Showcase. Was it on there? I'll confirm that. There was a lot going on the showcase.
Though.
It was a good showcase, yeah.
Should say shout out to Jamie.
Yeah.
Jamie and Mrs. Jamie.
A lot of the games we're going to go over on the news is it's from there. Yes, that's her official last name, right? Miss Jamie? No, Jamie and Xena. Great people, great showcases. I would say they are the best in the industry along with us with showcases. That's my personal opinion.
Well, I look forward to their showcases.
Can't say that about everyone's.
No.
But Exoshock, they did drop a new trailer. The game looks so good. It's going to be coming this fall 2025. So another great shooter coming. And they also said a flat screen mode is in the works or is planned. And so is a PSVR 2 port is planned as well too. So its initial launch is going to be on Steam VR and MetaQuest, but they are already eyeing flat screen mode and PlayStation VR 2. So their head is definitely screwed on right.
Which means already working on.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
It's like, yeah, we're eyeing a Pico.
Yeah, sometime in the future.
We'll just get right on that.
But you know, it's published by VRAL Games, our buddy over Hidalgo. You know, they know what they're doing for sure. So Exoshock, I'm looking forward to actually playing it this fall. Good stuff.
So this was also announced on Jamie and Zena's VR gaming showcase,
which is a cool little mix-up of a piece to throw in. It's not a game, you know.
So I actually liked it because, hey, you know, neighbor, somebody we know. So we got a new gaming studio coming out, founded by Vendetta's former developer. Along with, we've got Bridger Smith and Xander Deja. I think I'm saying that right. But this was announced by, and I'm gonna use what they write. I would have just said Mateo 311, but we're gonna say Matthew Mateo 311 Cantino.
I need a gift.
Cantino. He knows. He's actually working with the studio directly as a game designer.
Hell yeah!
So they are going to
a lot of good VR experience.
So they revealed they're working on unnamed RPG game, action RPG. Mateo definitely got a lot of experience in the gaming. I trust where
makes sense to throw him in that position.
His mind for this, but no, kudos to the studio. Getting announced, the people behind it, and you know, definitely Mateo. I'm happy for him.
Yeah, I love seeing creators expand
Content creator of the year, Cantino, is now a game studio guy. You know, from the fucking Bronx, baby. I don't even know if he's from the Bronx.
I love it, dude. I freaking love it. If we ever make a game, you are the only voice actor. You know that, right?
If they're looking for a scumbag, I'm a voice actor.
No. You can do more too.
I don't know. I like
a French guy. You know, we got a lot of them. We got a lot of them.
Hey.
But no, huge congrats to them.
Matty Cantino.
Big friends.
Legit content creator of the year.
Mateo's awesome. He's definitely
he's
look forward to him seeing at any event that he's at.
Humble dude. Yeah.
Highlight of the show always. So
humble dude.
Yeah.
Good family man.
Big fan of Mateo, and awesome to see him expand into this side of things.
Yeah, so that's why to me this one was like, I got to move this one up front because this is a dude like literally 30 minutes away.
I saw you grab it. I was like, damn. And I saw you move it right to the front. I was like, awesome. I love starting shit like that.
Yeah, no, it's a big step, and I think he's in a good position in life to do it. So,
no, big congrats, Mateo.
Cantino.
Congrats to you for even. I know it's a risk to start these things.
Never put that there, bro.
You're gonna have too much fun now.
It's never gonna be Mateo anymore. It's gonna be Cantino.
So, as expected, more stuff from the VR game showcase. It was also shown off Glassbreakers, Champions of Moss, a spin-off of the Moss universe. This game was available in beta. Geez, I want to say like start of 2024, if not the end of 2023. It was out a while ago, and then they had mixed results with the beta in terms of reception, and I actually had a lot of fun with it. I wished it was 2v2, but that was my only thing. Other than that, I actually thought it was a fun game loop. They took it off, the beta off, and haven't really heard much of it since, besides some tidbits on their Discord. And they came out and did a whole kind of like developer diary of it, and announced it's going to be returning later this year. It's going to be coming holiday 2025 on MetaQuest and Steam. And it's sort of, like I said, it's a spinoff of the Moss universe. But in this, you choose 3 champions to play with in your team. And you're tasked with, your goal is to break through the enemy's glass stronghold. And if you destroy it, you win. I remember you lit me up on this, so I'm excited to get my revenge 2 years later. Finally, not 3 years. So
it's been a while.
It's been a while. I've been thinking about that loss. I'm just saying. It's been 2 years in my brain. I'm ready.
All right.
So if you missed that one, definitely check it out. And Moss, Glassbreakers Champions of Moss, coming holiday 2025.
Sweet.
From Polyarch. Big fans of them too. Great studio.
coming in September 2025 on Quest and Steam, although there is a free demo that can be played now. I would not do the demo, and I would skip over that and wait till September.
Just like that, man. End of the year is just like, I feel like it was quiet 2 weeks ago. Now this is all for the end of the year. What's going on?
So I'm talking about My Monsters. Sounds cool enough, but it's using a hand-painted scenery type of artwork, we'll say. So we'll say that's in between cell shading and but they're doing it for a reason.
We'll just say trippy.
So it's actually being called a mental, I'll say, well, Henry Stockdale says, a mental health focused VR journey, which he actually got from the Brazilian studio called Ludact.
Bom dia.
This is kind of a cool one. It's using the art style for a surreal journey. You're gonna be joined by a small little guy called Modi, and you're gonna confront creatures which are supposed to represent common psychological struggles that we as humans can suffer from: loneliness, fear.
You can see why they called it My Monsters.
Yeah, so loneliness, fear, and anxiety. This is one I'm gonna wait for. I don't want a demo on. So if you do want to try it now, go ahead. But I like that they're saying, as the studio, we believe VR can be a canvas for introspection, not just pure escapism. I agree with that. We've always talked, highly of wellness apps. We've talked highly of out of the normal gaming experiences that will impact you. So if this has some sort of impact on anybody, I want to try it. But it's literally weeks away. We're here in the middle of August, and this says September.
So yeah, anywhere from a couple weeks to a month away.
Yeah,
let's
coming.
go.
So
definitely interested to try that one.
Yeah,
you're always a fan of the mental health stuff and meditation stuff in VR. I've noticed.
I like anything that makes me feel. Just like when we were talking before, when I was getting goosebumps. I live for that. It's like, if I can watch something and cry,
like Madrid Noir.
Madrid Noir, gave me some feels, man. I want that. It's and it's more respect to the person who put it together, because you had to put together an experience that hit me. Fucking Cats in the Cradle, dude. Once in a lifetime song that's gonna rip you apart. But anyways, so yes, I'm excited about. I want to feel something from this. I want to. I mean, are you gonna help me deal with anxiety, or am I gonna get to experience what it would be like to have anxiety? Not everyone has it. Anxiety.
Remember Goliath too?
Yeah.
Schizophrenia.
Fuck that. Damn it. Brian.
I'm convinced that app's gonna break someone one day. So anyway, though, no, I agree. I'm excited to try My Monsters. Experience.
All right, so here's a cool one from a studio we love, dude. And I'm gonna disappear for a little bit when I talk about this one, and it's not my fault. And we'll get to that in a second. But Dimensional Double Shift, what was the last DLC they did? Was it Texas?
Hexus is what they called it.
Hexus, yeah. Actually,
their sense of humor is so good. They showed it off at PAX East.
Oh, this was perfect to run off of Mr. Mateo 311. So they're heading to New Jersey. You see that? See what I did there? Joysey. No shit, though. They spelled it Joysey, so it's not my fault. It just oozes it. So we're going into Uncle Vinny's backyard here. And it appears you're going to be working at the gas and grill. Nothing else to say because they're not talking.
No cost?
No cost. No nothing.
No gameplay?
It's going to be cheap.
Where's it going to take place?
I'm from Jersey. I'll tell you right now, you go to the gas and grill, you're pumping. You can't pump your own gas in Jersey. That's the law, bro. You're pumping gas and you're going to make food. I already know. Vinny knows.
You can't pump gas in New Jersey. I forgot about
You're not allowed to pump your own gas.
I can't believe you went there.
It's the Joysey way, huh? Well, you don't have to tell me nothing. Vinny knows. I already know. It's going to be $5.
$4.99.
$5 more than the cost of the fucking gas. And I'm pumping. Vinny going to sit there and pump gas, bro. So but no, in all seriousness, that's not my fault. They spelt it New Joysey. You can't expect me not to disappear with this. It's just too fun. So you already know what's going to happen when we play this. You already know who's pumping your fucking gas here. They are not going to appreciate this at all. The clip.
I hope they're laughing. I hope.
Take it with a good sense of humor. But the reality is,
how good is the spelling of it, of Joysey? They set you up to pronounce it like that. New Joysey.
I think they did it on purpose.
They're so good. They're
But they're
hilarious.
being a little vague about it. But as not me, I don't know nothing about Jersey, dude. I ain't from there. But Vinny says he knows. So you're pumping the gas, gasolina, petroleum.
I'm excited for this one.
We'll see. I'm ready to have some fun, dude.
Yeah,
I'm
you're
having
already
this
in
much
character.
fun I'm
Just
having
the
this
name
much
of
fun
it.
on the title.
Yeah.
It's just nothing we can unfortunately.
If it's
read to.
out for our Ruffathon, we'll definitely have to do it in the Ruffathon.
I'll try to be clean though.
We'll do our best.
I don't.
We'll do our best. We'll do our best.
Hexus was only $4.99, by the way, so it would be safe to assume.
Yeah, that's a fair DLC
Like
cost.
Vinny said $5. It's $5.
It's a free to play game too, so it makes sense that
Free
they're
to play
doing
with paid DLC.
Yeah.
But less than a freaking gallon of gas.
We got
less
to
than
try-
the gas you're pumping.
We got to try it at Gamescom, the base game with no DLC, like just the free to play version, and we had a blast.
Dude, it was fun.
So
It was fun.
I'm excited for more DLC of it.
I was not very good.
So my next
It was a
one-
nuisance.
Since we traded a little bit, so you could go New Joysey.
Hey,
My next
Jersey.
one is a work one, so I will go lighter on it
Good
and
catch,
say
by the way.
oh, it just screamed your personality too much. I had so much regret taking it when it was in front of me. Like now that I was on the article.
Yeah, no, I get it.
But this next, I didn't think anything of it when I grabbed it. But then I was reading it and I was like, dude, it says
On my
New
skim
Joysey.
through, I didn't catch the Joysey.
For
I
some
just saw the
reason,
Joy,
yeah.
skimmed over and was like,
If I put more
Zero.
thought into it, I think I would have pushed it to you when we were sorting the news. But like in front of me, I was like,
honestly,
no way.
no. I like the organic flow because that was total.
It was too good. It was
that was
too good.
improv.
So
That
yeah,
was not
since we did the old barter trade,
just getting started.
like I used to barter a lot growing up as a kid
Yeah.
in high school, you know?
I'll give you this for this.
Yeah, a lot of bartering. Bartering system was strong when you don't have revenue, when you don't have actual money.
I'll give you 2 nickels
So-
for that 1 quarter.
We bartered some news pieces here. This next one's a work-related one from Flat2VR Studios, announcing a new initiative to empower modders to create fully licensed adaptations. It's called Flat2VR Spark. That wording comes directly from the Upload VR article. Anything with work, I always will say. This is how I like to do things. Go watch the video, the announcement. It's a great announcement. The video occurred during the VR game showcase. It's another wing of the company, like I said, to empower talented modders and developers to work with official source code. The initiative was announced with a handful of projects as well, including ones like I'm Your Beast VR, Flat2 VR. So definitely go check out the video. Read the Upload VR article on it as well too. It's another initiative from the always great Flat2VR Studios to empower them to create even more great games, great mods. It's hard to make every game a full production project, right? But there's so many great games that really should be in VR. So
Well,
this
there's
is-
some that probably need a lot less work than others as well. Like from my end, it's, there's a handful of games they're just made for VR. They're
Yep.
just not in it.
And when you look at like the original Flat2VR modding group, it was just these modders that would take a great game, flat screen, and bring it to VR. This allows those modders to do something in an official capacity beyond just a hobby project, and really expands the amount of games that can get brought to VR as well too. So great stuff. Go check out the press release and the announcement, and stay tuned for more info on or more announcements for Flat2VR Spark.
Sweet. Coming September 18th. Just early access. But it's called Zix. Co-op roguelite. So an area that I'm starting to fall in love with the more and more I play these. So this is going to be one of those randomly generated scenarios. Should theoretically never be the same situation twice as far as your world goes. Don't know much about it. They're saying you play as acolytes. You're a being that feeds on instability, and you have to invade 3 broken worlds to feed the destructive force. So I don't feel like this is like anything I've played before, or is going to be like anything I've necessarily played before. It's the studio behind it is called Hidden IO. And again, if you want to check it out, it's going to be available real soon. But it's got a lot of uniqueness to it that has me willing to try it anyways. Just like Dungeons of Eternity, I love knowing I can't have the same dungeon twice, which means I'm never getting the same play experience twice. And I've come to appreciate I like the unlockables you get with these. So let's see. I have a lot more questions than I have answers.
And you can pre-order it now as well too, which gives you an exclusive in-game skin for it. Game combines parkour movement, gesture-based movement is what they call it, but it's, grab, pull, move, fly through the air and kill shit. A lot of different weapons, so I'm definitely excited for it. Full games, or the game at launch of early access, is going to be $19.99, but with pre-order, $17.99. No, so I'm excited for this. It's definitely one that I will enjoy with you since it's co-op. You can play solo or with friends, but anytime I see that, that means I am playing it with you. That's the way that goes. So, Zix coming, next month. So, this next one, Clawball from friend of the studio, been on the podcast before, Anna Ribeiro, her studio, Arvor. They're the makers of Pixel Ripped and Yuki. Clawball is their newest game. It launched last October in free-to-play early access. It's a 3v3 soccer game. Kind of takes some gorilla tag movement and stuff like that. The full version 1.0 has now just launched. It's out now on the MetaQuest. And you know what? It seems like the reception to it on reviews and hearing the community chatter has been very positive. It's got a 4.6 overall in total, counting their early access days, with 727 total reviews. So I'm not the biggest free-to-play guy. In general, that's not the style of game that I even gravitate to. On the rare exception where dimensional double shift, it's not like a gorilla taggy movement. It's just they happen to price it at free-to-play or Gods of Gravity. There are rare exceptions. For the most part, the gorilla taggy movement games don't really get me too much, but big fan of the studio, so I'll definitely check this one out now that it's out of early access. Go in a bit more. Clawball, out now. Still free to play. Like I said, 4.6 overall on the MetaQuest with 3v3 online soccer matches.
Nice.
And cute little characters. Clawball. You can imagine your kitty cat.
How ironic something coming out of Brazil would have soccer.
Yeah, huh?
That's too funny. So, also announced on the Jamie and Xena VR gaming showcase of August 2025 is a VR mod that's coming. That's actually worth mentioning. So I'll give you the downside before I even say, because once you hear this, it might rule out 50% of the people. You have to have a high-end PC to play it. Period. It's not going to work for if you don't. It's clearly stated in the article. Comes from the people in the studio themselves, but it's developed by Void Interactive. First person tactical shooter, high stake situations, very similar to SWAT VR or SWAT simulator. You're going to be working in situations as members of the Los Sueños Police Department. Has that West Coast vibe. But I played a handful of way back in the day, early SWAT games, have loved them all. Actually learned a lot.
This is on Game Pass. I saw it the other night when I went to go play Baldur's Gate.
So what else is cool is this is now also, this is made by content creator and 2080 Games co-founder VR Oasis.
Yeah, they're the publisher of Miracle Pool.
Yep.
Memoriam. Remember Memoriam from
So it's cool to see
the content creator community expand into the professional side.
Well, at the end of the day, if you put enough time in on something, right? I don't care what it is. You become a master of that.
Yeah, these are experts in what is a good VR game.
You look at Mr. Content Creator of the Year, Mateo.
Yes.
311. It's gamer tag. I'll use another one. You put in enough time, it's your opinion, it actually means something. It does. There's shit we've screamed to the highest mountain. It goes the other way. We were like, fuck, we were right. And that sucks because we didn't want to be right. We wanted to be wrong. It seems natural. So it's cool to see people make that move and actually crush it. This is one that's really got my attention. I do have a high-end, I think we have a high-end gaming PC.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think this will be a struggle. But it does clearly state it's very demanding. And that's, dude, look at the graphics. It's okay, I can see that. Mm-hmm. This is not a standalone. And it is a mod. So
Cool stuff, though. Love to see content creators continue to get into stuff. I know 2088 games have been out for over a year now.
Twice in the same week it announced in the same showcase.
Yeah, they're buddies too. So, you know, they must have been laughing with each other. Hey, we just got some stuff going on with our studios.
What you got doing?
So, this next one, sci-fi adventure game. It's going to be called Whispers of the Void. Sorry, there's a very important S there. Whispers of the Void, developed by Owls Inc. It is a story-driven narrative sci-fi adventure. It's going to mix exploration, puzzle solving, combat, alien technology, and more as you explore the galaxy. It's going to be coming to Steam, and there is currently a PC VR demo available. No word if there's going to be anything on the MetaQuest. It does look a little bit more, as with the Ready or Not VR mod, does look a little physically demanding on your computer, but we'll see. Looks like a great space flight game, a little Star Warsy in the aesthetic.
Dude, there's not a lot of good flying space games in VR on standalone.
This one looks really good. You're gonna fly just off the trailer.
There's a lot of flat screen ones I'd love to see come over, but
the trailer so far, it has you go through space. You're flying, you land, you go into kind of like a cantina type thing. Looks like there's some NPC interaction, some little bar scene. It's very Star Warsy, but I'm not mad at that. So Whispers of the Void, this looks like a fun as hell game. So I'm definitely excited to check this out. That blade in the trailer looked like a Halo sword. So
really,
you can definitely see their inspiration in games. And
it's not called a Halo sword.
No.
Wink, wink.
It's just a laser blade.
It's a Balo sword.
That's funny. It looked so Star Warsy. Then when it came time for the sword, they went Halo. That's so funny. All right, no, but it looks great. I'm definitely excited to try it out. And like I said, a demo on PC VR still exists now.
Cool.
Upload VR said Henry Stockdale, buddy of the show, said it looks like it's like Indiana Jones in space. So Star Wars.
How do you think Battlefront would do in VR? Do you think Battlefront would make more money?
Oh, Star Wars Battlefront?
Yeah.
I think that would be a great game in VR.
Especially the second one.
Mm-hmm.
For some reason, when you were looking at the trailer, I was like, fuck, dude, Battlefront would work.
There's something about the Battlefront series that they revived it, remember?
Mm-hmm.
There's the newer one. I like the OGs more. Remember the ones on like PlayStation 2 era?
I have both on Xbox.
Yeah, I was a big fan of Battlefield 2 in like mid-2000s.
I think with the first one, the expectations were bigger than the delivery.
Mm-hmm.
And then by the second one, you were accustomed to what you were going to get. But then some people were just already feet in the ground with.
I'm not really a studio hater guy, but I'm often, just by chance, I am often disappointed with EA.
Dude, they're, I mean,
yeah.
I won't talk shit because I grew up with them and probably more good than bad. But I know exactly what you're saying.
But I'm definitely excited for this one.
Like the Google of game developers. No, I get it. Got a rhythm game coming out, folks, called Cybrid. They're claiming it's like Pistol Whip inspired. So if you played Pistol Whipped, man, people still love that game. That game just.
But anyways, it's like a Beat Saber.
Yeah, it's coming to. Yeah, everyone's got their favorite genre. Cybrid coming this September to Quest. Let me see if I can get this down without too much plagiarism from Henry. So Henry, forgive me because you got access. I did not. So swords and pistols, you got to clear enemy cyborgs, makes sense. Neon lit city, makes sense. Run, jump, and dodge, and deflect to rhythm. So holy moly, this sounds like it's going to be a lot going on. Just look at run, jump, dodge, deflect to rhythm. Then they'll have some customizables and some normal, cool, expected to be stuff involved. This originally was launched in 2021 on Steam and has been early access ever since.
Wow. Great to see them.
Stopped and then restarted fall of 2024.
Good stuff.
Yeah. I see no price. It's out now on Steam. There's a free demo coming live on Quest. And even though it can't be found on the store, they're being told it is definitely coming. So
nice.
I don't know. I'll try it just because I like rhythm games, but I have a feeling this one's going to be difficult.
I'm excited though.
Yeah.
Cannot, like you said, the Pistol Whip, the Beat Saber, they cannot be dethroned. Let's see how this one does.
Beat Saber, baby.
This next one sounds fun. Slime Lab It was announced it's going to be coming January 28th, 2026 to MetaQuest and Steam. As evidenced by the name Slime Lab, you're going to be placed in a sandbox environment where you're given a lab and you can experiment with different slimes by mixing them, stretching them, playing with slime, adding different colors, combining them. So cool stuff. Like I said, pretty quick one there, but comes out January 26th on MetaQuest and Steam from two-person studio called Retro Cell. So
do they have it listed as a ASMR?
It could be.
Oh, they make those. Dude.
Yeah, I just totally see that.
I just want something that'll cut spaghetti. That's it. So this one's kind of in your wheelhouse. I shouldn't have jacked it from you, but I will. And we won't use the word biased anymore because Skiva nailed it on the head when we were joking around on a live we did. I was busting chops about Flat2VR games. It's hard because you're walking a line. And he's like, it's not biased if it's a good game. So it's like, theory, you could have taken this one.
You went, that's actually a good point.
Yeah, I'm like, you know what?
Afterwards.
Yeah, well, listen, I know the team believes in their products. I do. But it's like the universe knows now too. So it was good to hear. So Trombone Champ. Sounds like they've been quiet for a couple months. But now you can jam out. I don't know anything about this, dude. I had to watch the trailer myself and I actually had to ask you questions, admittingly. But jam out with Undertale and Deltarune in their newest DLC. And I go, dude, what the hell is that? I don't know that. And you're like, look at it. It's like, so it's got that like 8-bit graphic, Minecrafty looking graphics.
I know that's your favorite genre of games.
Let me tell you, I lived through it. I don't want to go back to it. I'm not at that point in my life where I need to go back to like, give me an Atari 2600. It's like, no, you play it, it sucks. But I get why they're doing this. You helped educate me a little on this. How much is this DLC?
$7.99.
All DLC is always $7.99?
Oh, I'm just saying this DLC is $7.99.
Okay.
Don't put me on the spot like that.
18 new challenges and an 8-bit pixel trombone are included. None of these songs mean anything to me.
Yeah, they're songs from the games.
But I have heard the songs. I saw one in the trailer and I'm like, I know this freaking song. But real quick, in case you really need to know, Megalovania, Hopes and Dreams, Battle Against a True Hero. That sounds really actiony. Big Shot. So you want to be a big... Black Knife and The World Revolving. Drums Rock did something similar using Undertale music in 2023. So I had no idea. Didn't know that was a thing.
But Trombone Champ's first DLC, $7.99, out now.
I'll definitely get. I bet you Samson's already on it.
And then, I always pass my work ones to you. I feel like it's more safer like that, you know. Never know what comes out of my mouth, you know.
No, but I get that part. Okay.
So, before I go to my next one, some breaking news. We'll say, not breaking, not like major, but it just came out now. A new report on Meta's upcoming Ray-Ban HUD glasses, not Ray-Ban glasses, their upcoming HUD glasses. It was previously reported they're going to be a little bit over 1,000. Latest rumor as of today from Mark Gurman on his weekly newsletter. It is now rumored that they're going to be $800, which is a much more palatable price.
Yeah.
For HUD glasses, we were thinking over 1,000. Comes with a neural wristband.
I thought it was going to be 1,012.
They're saying that's where the original rumors
Maybe
were.
Maybe it starts at 8, no wristband. 1,000.
No, apparently it's with the wristband is going to be 800.
Okay.
That's a bargain. So good stuff there. And then my actual piece of news. Streets of Gods. It's going to be what Upload VR described as a myth-based roguelite. It's going to be coming to MetaQuest later this year. No exact date, just sometime in winter. It looks interesting. I'm a big fan of roguelites. It's going to take place in the collapsing streets of New York City. You're going to be playing as a character. I'm not going to be able to pronounce this. It's MJOLNIR. That's horrendous for me to try to pronounce. Mijanol near. I can't pronounce names that are coherent, let alone that. So it uses comic book visuals and physics-based combat. You're going to smash through enemies. Upload VR describes it similarly to Project Demigod. It was on display at the VR Game Showcase. So with that comes a nice trailer you can watch as well too. You're going to be able to throw and call back your hammer. You're going to gradually unlock new powers, so you get stronger as you play and you progress. And I'm sure we're going to hear even more details as we approach the winter. Like I said, coming this winter to MetaQuest 3 and 3S.
So, Dan, was this the VR showcase or the Flat2VR showcase this week? Because there's a lot, dude, that they got out there.
I don't want to toot our horn too much, but we definitely do some work for these. We definitely put in some...
adding to that list of stuff coming, we've got Poppy Playtime. It's getting an official VR adaptation. It doesn't even take looking at nothing to know that this is a horror game. You look at that creepy ass, crazy ass, stuffy. Dude, that's a horror game, and it is. It was launched 4 years ago by Mob Entertainment. Flat screen horror game. You try to survive within an abandoned toy factory. Sounds a little like Five Nights at Freddy's-ish, but I know there's multiple games that have that kind of like thing going on. You got to fend off toys across this mysterious place using your handy grab pack to survive. Using this to move heavy objects or to reach distant objects with ease. I don't know. Never played it. Obviously for good reason. I'm not the biggest friggin' horror guy, even in flat screen. I own a handful of them. There's some I still haven't gotten more than 20 minutes into. Not a lot of info was shared about it. Just the teaser that they're doing it. Far from the only game announced by Flat2VR, like I mentioned, and no official platforms. No release time, no release date, no platform.
So stay tuned.
I'll take a guess it's coming to Quest 3.
Stay tuned for more info there. Dude, over 100,000 Steam reviews. 101K. It's funny how big games can be without them being on your radar. Like, first time you had heard about it was this. It's got 101K reviews.
Yeah, no.
There's so many games like that.
It wouldn't have shown up in even
your algorithm and stuff like that.
I do own Five Nights at Freddy's, but I've never been affected. It thinks I want. I've never heard of it. I'm
gonna pee myself now. We've said it so many times near your computer and stuff. You're gonna go home, open up Steam. Poppy Playtime's gonna be on your homepage.
100% for free.
You just screwed yourself. It's gonna be all these type of games. Horror's tough in VR, dude. Hard in flat screen, harder in VR. There's one flat screen game that you've said that you've never been able to play. Like, you just sit there and you hold your flashlight and stand in the corner or something like that.
Yeah, man.
I think that's all they give you is a flashlight.
Yeah, like a camera.
And you're
just like, fuck this.
I remember you told me you just sit there and you just like find a safe spot.
Yeah, I'm hiding under a desk. Shit sees you, you die. And to make it worse, there's a point you have to walk through a room of people that are like clearly disturbed watching a TV. No part of you says you should go in there, but you have to. And you're like, where's the jump scare? There is no jump scare. That's the jump scare. Nothing happens. But you've got 20 fucking psychopaths. Do you want to walk shoulder to shoulder with them? No.
Well, remember what you did to me with Flock of the Low God? I'll never forgive that. So
that was funny.
This next one.
That was funny.
Yeah, that was good. Among Us 3D, formerly known as Among Us VR, now with the flat screen version as well in 3D. They recently got a limited time critical cargo mode. They've always stayed up to date with these rotating game modes. So if you're a fan of Among Us, they have a new, like I said, critical cargo game mode. Exciting stuff. Great work to them for keeping the game fresh, adding these new limited time game modes. Yeah,
I had no idea when they did it, they were going to have so much. It sucks that some of those limited ones were great. It broke my heart. I think one of the first ones. I was like, what do you mean limited? Like, no, just for a couple weeks. Like, no, it's so good.
And there's also, so this role adds a new player type to the game. One player of the crew members is now a critical crew member. And if they get killed, instant game over. And it's random who this player is. And the only person who knows who the critical crewmate is the imposter through a scanner ability that lets them scan people. That lets them check if they're... So, you have your other players that can die, but there's one player and nobody on the team knows who it is, that if they die, it's instant game over. That's fun. So huge props to Shell Games, keeping Among Us always fresh. Among Us 3D with the limited critical cargo game mode.
So guess who's working on this next game I'm going to talk about?
Who's that?
If you were to take a guess.
I'm going to say Mateo.
No.
I'm just kidding.
This was part of the Jamie and Xena VR Gaming Showcase 2025 in August, but part of the Flat2VR Spark announcement. I'm kind of like, I got a lot of questions. Dude next to me ain't talking. This one's called I Am Your Beast. So it's getting a VR port because that's what they do. All these games I've never even heard of that are out there crushing it in flat screen.
That's what I meant with Poppy Playtime with 101K reviews. There's so many games because it's exactly what you said. If it doesn't hit your niche genres that you play, it's not going to pop up on your algorithms, right? So
what makes this one really cool to me is it's not an old game. I mean, it came out earlier this year on flat screen by Strange Scaffold. So here's the description. You're turning the tables on the military industrial complex as you hunt them down across the North American wilderness, playing as secret agent Alphonse Harding. You're the center of guerrilla war, comic book inspired micro environments.
It's got overwhelmingly positive on Steam.
Dude. Well, and look at I'll tell you right now, the graphics on Steam are pretty tight.
That style kind of works. I feel like translates good for standalone VR stuff too.
I'm not upset about it.
So, yeah, big stuff for my work the last week, you know? Pass it all to you to talk about. You go, I don't even know what I'm talking about.
What's cool is Flat2VR told Upload. It's their intention to deliver every Flat2VR game on as many platforms as possible. So when it gets announced and it says, unknown platforms, just use Flat2VR's own words. It's like you can assume unless something majorly tells them they can't, it's going to come to your platform. That's pretty huge. But what's blowing me away more than anything this week is the amount of flat screen games that are now showing interest. And I get it. It's like, it's the funnel. Others have gone there. They're doing it. It's like, should I not wait on it? No, don't wait on this.
And my personal opinion on things that I'm not involved in the game development side of things. I work on the social media side, but we've talked about this before. This is just a personal opinion. It's the easiest win you could do for your game is put it on another platform. If it's not on, like, Dungeons of Eternity should be on PlayStation VR too.
If it's a financial wash or a little in the pocket, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Even a break even makes sense.
Because you're appeasing to the community.
Yes, you're there though. And now your next one, people already know you. And
you look at a game like Forefront with 32 player servers, every platform you're on helps fill those servers too, if nothing else. So it's win-win all around. So my last one, then we'll go through the upcoming games very quick. We have Of Lies and Rain. It's a game that came out with a demo earlier this year that was very well received from Castello Inc. Castello.
Hey, Castello.
It was praised for its visuals, to say the least. The early access launch is going to be coming with a full campaign, and I guess I should say it's going to be arriving in early access as announced on the VR Game Showcase on September 10th. And it's going to come with a complete campaign, all the core features, and basically it's just that the full release is going to provide additional polish. But the full game is in there at early access. So that's going to be coming, like I said, September 10th to MetaQuest and Steam. And on to our point from before, it'll be coming to PSVR 2 at a later date as well.
Early access is so loose.
I know. Well, it's broad.
I mean, this is going to lead to like a 30, so I'm not going to go there, but it's like everything always goes back there. It all points back to that fucking store. It is just too loose to be able to have like that many early access games in a finalized.
I know, dude. Things were good.
Ecosystem.
Things were good a couple of years ago.
Doesn't make sense. You're going to invest so many billions into making the technology run good and then fuck up the front end. I don't get that, dude.
When things were curated, there were games that should have been on the store that weren't. And that's unfortunate, but I feel like things were better then with a couple that should beyond that aren't getting missed than it is now with just the Wild West, and it's just no visibility to anyone.
Well, and there we go. We have real products that have been in development for multitude of years.
Referring to Sin, right?
Yeah. And they're shelved. And that makes me sad because we've been hearing about it
for multiplayer Exorcist. Who doesn't
and we know the
that?
person behind it, so it even double hurts.
Well, you know there's already been money put into it too, so
nothing's free, dude.
Unfortunate.
Nothing
very
is free.
Unfortunate.
That one hurts.
So at least to close up the show on a positive note.
Yes.
Let's go through the upcoming games through August and September. I'll take this first half if you want to take the second.
Yes.
We have, coming on August 21st, a game that I have said a whole bunch I'm excited for. Grit and Valor 1949, coming August 21st to PC VR, PSVR 2, and MetaQuest, hitting the full trifecta there. And they showed off some more gameplay for it as well this past week. Same with Reach, referring to End Dreams. Virtual Skate, coming out August 21st to PC VR and Quest 3. Into Black, coming to PSVR 2 and PC VR on August 28th. Already out on MetaQuest. Great game. So happy for those communities to get it. I know you're hyped for this one. Iron Guard Salvation, coming sometime in August. Time's running out. To MetaQuest. Space Explorers Ultimate Edition, coming August 2025. Ultra Shot Kill Protocol VR, coming August 2025 to PSVR 2. At this point, if I say August 25th at any point, I don't mean the 25th. I mean 2025. Wander, The Fragments of Fate, coming sometime in August to Pico. Drakenridge, whatever it's pronounced, coming September 4th to MetaQuest 3. Slap Fighter VR, which again is much more like Path of the Warrior than it is like, Dana White's Slap Fighter or anything like that. That's coming September 4th to MetaQuest. Cybrid, coming September 5th to MetaQuest, which you had talked about earlier on the show.
Helping Hand, coming September 5th to PC VR. Unloop, September 5th, Pico and Quest. September's starting out pretty... Of Lies and Rain, September 10th, PC VR and Quest. Zix, we talked about that, coming September 18th, PC VR and Quest 3. No twos like that. Blacktop Hoops, yay, coming September 2025 to PSVR 2. I think that community is going to really enjoy that. My Monsters, coming September 2025 on PC VR and Quest. Rager, just sounds like the ultimate party. Dude, going at Rager, man. Rager, coming September 2025
Imagine it's a
on
super
Quest.
classical soundtrack.
Oh, yeah, right. Sushi Ben VR, coming September 2025 to PC VR, and Villains, coming September unknown 2025 to Quest. That's it. For
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Villains is a fun name. I'm excited to hear more about that. So, loaded episode. We have a lot of work to do, so we'll wrap this baby up and get to the old insulating. But thank you all for tuning in. Stay tuned for more information on the Ruffathon and our Ruff Talk VR Gaming Showcase. Like I said at the start, definitely looking forward to hearing people's thoughts and more ideas. And like I said, just general thoughts on our upcoming Ruffathon event. Wish us luck on our full studio finish as we're being evicted. And we will check you out later this week. Oh, don't forget, we do our YouTube lives on Sunday. Obviously, not everybody has that availability, but if you're free on a Sunday, you can find the exact time in our Discord and stuff. Stay tuned for infos on those. Anything you want to say before we wrap this up?
Ready to go to work.
Let's go, baby. All right. Thank you all, and we will check you out next week. Ciao, ciao.